It's now Tuesday, March 23rd. We have overcast weather, and we're ready for another job. So, we did just do the rear lawns at Crosley Riding School, so we're not going back there. Now, Parkland is new. Weaver's Square, so this is going to be like a public park area. Could be interesting. We haven't been there. So, I don't necessarily mind that. It is an eco-mo, 3-star complexity. And then the training field at Crosley Riding School, 3.5 stars. And more back at the riding school, and this is paddock A, 3 stars. So these are still new locations, or I guess it's the same location, new lawns to mow. But Weaver Square seems kind of interesting, so I kind of like the idea of taking that. So let's see what we got here. 99.9%. It is a general cut, 2 1/8 to 2.5. 5 minutes to do the ground check, 30 minutes to cut it, recommends a 43, and it's between 5 and 8.5. So not terrible, but considering we only have the one small eco mower, we're kind of forced to use that zero turn. I don't mind it, but this might be more challenging than I think. I am inclined to take this job just to get us a new location. We have to take this. We have to take that. And then, which ones pay the most? I guess just these two. So, at Crosley Riding School, they recommend a 59 here. In fact, let's see what paddock A is. They're both 59, so it doesn't really matter if the training field gets the larger one or not. We'll go ahead and put Amber there, and we'll just go on the Toro and the gas trimmer, and then at paddock A, we'll come over to Dylan, give them the Skag and the other electric trimmer. This place looks pretty nice. I can see some objects already that we're going to have to pick up. It is fairly large, and the flowers in the middle are going to present a little bit of a problem. Nothing we can't handle, but there's going to be some trimming involved. So ground check. Oh, I didn't realize it actually showed that. Because it'll also show you when you're mowing, like, if it's not the entire property, it'll show you which part of the lawns to mow. I thought it would tell me where to look for this stuff, but that's wild. So there are 5 things here, but I didn't know it would actually show you where the objects were. I guess I've never tried that. Now we know. I think it's a different park. This park is smaller. I've been to one of the parks, not in this playthrough, but before I have, and it's huge. And so you don't mow like the entire thing in one go. It's like you mow one section of it. One more object. But this one, it won't surprise me if we have to mow the whole thing, just because it's so continuous. But that is a lot of terrain to cover if we do have to do the whole thing. No? Wherever it is, we either don't have line of sight or it's too far away. Seriously? I felt like I actually went through this section pretty well. There we go. What's that? Oh, it's a garbage can. Like, is it something? Nothing there, nothing on a bench. Garbage can. There's a valuable. Sweet, okay. So, there's our truck on the garbage can opposite of the truck. This thing's huge, to be honest. It's actually very large. We're going to have to start trimming, and priorities are going to be flower beds and trees. Flowers are growing right up to the edge of the grass. I do have to be careful not to spend too much time on this. However, since it is a 99.9%, we do actually have to do the trim. There's no way I'm getting 99.9% without hitting all these flower beds and stuff, so we're kind of at the mercy of how quickly I can do the intricate trimming without taking everything with me. And then these trees like this just kind of sucks because they have these little spots in them where I'm definitely not reaching that with a mower. And I don't know how close I can effectively get without being super slow, but I'm kind of hoping that that's enough. I did not take a very consistent plan, so I didn't really pay attention to which direction I went. Alright, let's start here. I just kind of like saw grass and started trimming it, and didn't really plan out whether or not... Ooh, that was close. Didn't really plan out whether I had a nice flow to get to the next object. Okay, this one, and then a couple trees here. We'll see how we're doing on time. I'll do perimeter last, and then that way, if we don't have time for it, I just won't do it, and we'll hope for the best. I hit the flower. I would rather have to sharpen the dull blades by over mowing a little bit since it is so open next to the sidewalk. But we want to make sure that all this stuff that I can't really get up against is trimmed well. Alright, that's looking a little bit neater. We'll be able to just come right past the tree. We don't have to try and squeeze in there. I don't have to pick up the trimmer again after and come back out here for it. Behind the bench is good. A little bit more caution here. We've hit 2 flowers. Oh my god, a third one. Ooh, nice and easy. There we go. That's a little bit better. That one blade. That one blade. Okay. We got another flower bed. We got another large tree. These odd-shaped trees, I do feel compelled to do 2 trips around just because, like, it seems that they'll be more difficult. Okay, get off gently. Ooh, there we go. And what were we mowing at? Hang on. 2 1/8 to 2 1/2. So 2 is too low. Okay, we'll go 2 3/8. That's perfect. Yeah, we might have to come back through here and bring the trimmer to get some of this perimeter. But let's see if we can get mowing and see where we're at when it's all said and done, because this would be a lot quicker to just try and like knock this out. I did forget this is full speed. I did forget this thing is a little bit slower, but I can probably mow at an average speed that's a little higher, I would guess. We'll probably be able to maintain 7 miles per hour more than on one of the other mowers. So while we won't be able to hit 8, 9, 10, what have you, we might be able to just blow through here close to full speed the whole time. Nope. We will not be able to do that. If we're already bogging down, there's going to be a lot more. And I did not trim behind the garbage cans because they didn't look so close, but based on how much I left there, that's going to be an issue. We'll have to see how that looks when I come back around. I don't know if I left some stuff uncut when I overloaded. This is not good. I thought we were going to be better than this, but 5.5 might be our peak once we're in the middle of the lawn. All right, here we go. We need to do some trims around this, get some space on the flower beds. Hopefully with the smaller deck, I'm leaving enough overlap to get everything. And we'll get back to it. Issue until we get like enough mowers for every employee and then start accumulating extra mowers that are just idle. Because if that giant Toro, like the Groundsmaster, if it has to get utilized every week mandatorily, like we might run into problems where jobs aren't getting complete. All right, we're getting close on this. It's getting smooth. It'll probably be smooth just in time to move on to the next section. All right, we'll cut straight through there. I hate the circles. I hate going in circles. I don't like the end result. It's never pretty, it's never fancy, it's just cut. We are nowhere near finishing in the time we need to. I'm pretty sure I just left some grass back there. There we go. We'll go around that flower bed on the next pass. And I think we're going to leave that the way it is for a moment, so that way we don't keep making the cut back harder. Did I? I did. There we go. Just like that. This one's pretty long. I don't know if we would benefit to just do full-length passes here. It might actually be a little bit more efficient than like trying to do laps. I kind of feel like this line right here is just what we're going to use. So we just come down and we'll spin it around. I was worried about that. We were so close. Did we get it? Nope, we left it. We're doing okay through here. It's not as thick as, oop, that spot is. The trees, a little bit of an issue for slowdown, but I think that'll give us plenty of turnaround spot, and then we're back in the grind. Maybe stick around like 5.5 to 6, and hope that we're actually overlapping enough, because clearly I did not in the last one. We're stuck, we're high centered. Okay, there we go. We were like rocking or something, like one wheel was on the ground only. Nope, we missed it. Maybe not. I would have sworn we did not overlap. Alright, we got an issue with the flower bed right here, so we got to make sure we get all of this stuff, because I do not want to come back. Oh, I took out the flower. I did not have to be that close. And yet I was. So shame on me for doing that. Let's open up some space around this. We are not finishing in time. How much time was on there when I thought that I had taken 16 minutes? Because now I'm starting to question if that was accurate. Was it? Oh, was it at 16 minutes and I was factoring in my trim time? I don't know. I don't know what time was on there, but I'm looking at the fact that we've got 2 minutes to go and we're nowhere near. And I'm like, why was I under the impression that I was going to be able to do this? So clearly I didn't look at something in the time right, because it either did take me 16 minutes to mow plus the 6 minutes of trimming or whatever, or 7 minutes or whatever I factored in, or I'm going a lot slower right now than I thought I am. And I don't think that's it. I definitely think I'm going slower, but I don't think I'm going like a third of the speed. Stupid overload. We missed that whole thing. Yep. We did it again. I'm rushing. I'm not making it in 30 minutes. I need to just settle in and do the job right. So that isn't an issue. All right. This could be done, I think. Maybe I need to go faster. I don't know that there's a larger mower, to be honest, so it might have to get done with this mower. And that makes it a little bit wild. It's a little on the small side for a property this size. It is doable, though. I'm not so far off right now that I couldn't figure it out. I don't know if I would have been better off not trimming. Okay. I thought I missed a whole strip. I don't know if I'd have been better off trying to maybe just trim the trees, because I really can't get around them. But like not worrying about the flower beds, and then just taking my time with the mower, but be putting down like a 40-inch border around it while I did it, and then maybe just trim for like 2 or 3 minutes. Like, am I 3 minutes off right now? I don't know, but that's an option. Let's see how we're doing. Make sure we get our overlap. Easy behind the bench. Oh, that garbage can. Oh, no way. I didn't even know you could actually knock it over. I figured I was just going to stop if I hit it. That was not the case. I didn't want to go behind there, but it did seem more fluid in the moment to just stay behind it. I also originally was trying to not go over the path. So I've been back and forth on that plan about whether or not I would overlap the sidewalk. And right now, for like the fact that we're over time, I'm like, nope, it's time to mess up the blades and do it. But I went to all that trouble to trim that. That's 15 seconds we're not getting back. See, like that is how I envisioned it. I wonder if I missed that corner there, if I cut that too sharp on the last pass and left the stuff next to the sidewalk. It's not looking promising. Of course. There are like blades everywhere. Oh, I hit it. I hit it. I disagree with this. This one right here is under a tire track. Like, no reason that if I laid down a tire track, I should miss that. We're going to go back over to the first segment and see why. Is this like from overloading? No. We're going to go back to the first segment and see if I can tidy up behind the park bench. Right here next to the garbage can. Was still not enough. We'll properly go around this segment here. Oop. Well, that happened. Alright, we're definitely getting a collision fine on that. Let's not do that on this garbage can. That was embarrassing. That was a love tap. That's acceptable. There we go. There's a patch. Huge patch, right? Not huge enough. I mean, yeah, we still got the perimeter right here that would help. And then there's some over there to my right. I don't understand. There we go. We got it. Okay. We are 10 minutes over. And that's not ideal. I don't think anything I could have done would have changed that. So if I had not trimmed, I didn't trim for 11 minutes. So that wasn't enough. We're stuck. Okay. There we go. This ground is very uneven. There we go. But yeah, I didn't trim for 11 minutes, so that wouldn't have saved me. And then I also didn't, I didn't mow at peak speed, but like I was unable to mow much faster than I was mowing for most of it. So I don't know that I was far off from being efficient. It did look nice. But yeah, even if I went 7 the whole time, like assume that that wasn't an issue and I wasn't binding, I still don't know that that would have saved 11 minutes. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we do this one the next time it shows up. Tons of fines. Let's see. So ground check time bonus. We earned 6 pounds. We earned 30 pounds for doing a ground check. We have no cutting time bonus because we're overtime. We've recovered 50 pounds worth of valuables. We have 1075 in fines. So we hit flowers for 9 pounds and 1 collision for $1 or for £1.75. I guess that's probably the one garbage can. I don't know if every little love tap was like, 25 or something, and we hit, 7. But that's not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought they were going to be like, hey, you owe us 200 for a new garbage can. Not an overly clean job, but a job complete nonetheless. HQ upgrade is complete. So we made a loan payment for $32.50, and then is that a second one? Yeah, I think we made both loan payments for $32.50. And so we got all of our money. We do need to do some maintenance. So let's do a full repair, refuel, and other. Oh, wrong one. Our mower. I was not gentle on it. It's actually not terrible, except for the battery. The battery life was half gone, so it does have respectable endurance. It just couldn't have handled much longer grass or a much larger property or any combination of the two. Let's also hit our trimmers just to make sure they're fueled up. At least we don't have to restring these things. They could totally have put a mini game in like that where, like, in order to use your trimmer, you have to restring it when it runs out. Could have been interesting. Okay, HQ. I think since you guys are here, instead of shopping in the next one, let's go ahead and do some shopping right now. We do have 14,800 with which to spend on a new mower, and we have a single additional bay. It does say we could upgrade for 1,500 and it'll take 7 days. Before we spend that, let's consider a shopping spree to make sure we have the most money we can get. So this night is a 43 with 70 amp hour capacity versus a 42 with 15 amp hours. So, I mean, but like I said, we went through half, but I don't know that it was so much that we need to go like 3 times more capacity or more. This has 10 horsepower to this 24.5. That is not ideal. This is also slower at 6.4. It is 4-wheel drive. And that is something I've been complaining about with the zero turns for a minute, especially the electric zero turn. So we already have the Patriot. We have a Z-Master 2000. Oh, the V-Ride 2 is also just a 52. It is not larger. It's just shorter and more compact. 26 horsepower, 25 horsepower, 8.5, 10.5. So it's a little faster. So we need something just for our guy to use. We obviously buy this cheap Patterson. For real, I'm not joking. We're going to buy this cheap Patterson, and we're going to give that to our employee, and we're going to sit on the money for like a couple days instead of, or like even 1 day, instead of like a whole week to regain it. So we need to hire an employee, and we got to train these guys too. Where do we do the hiring? Seriously, where do we do the hiring? How do I not know how to do this? Why am I so confused? I have... Oh! Hold on. I just made a boo-boo. I bet I can't hire another employee. I bet my reputation's not high enough to have another employee. That's what the problem is. I just bought that mower, and I can't even staff it. Oh, I'm upset about that. We are 7 days out. We started another upgrade for 1,500, because why not? Let's, like I said, go back and train these guys. Advanced driving, time management. I'm thinking advanced driving. We'll do the same with Dylan. He'll be level 3 advanced driving. And then, we're actually going to need another trimmer for our new guy when we do get one. So I'm just going to pull the trigger on that now so I'm not confused about it later forgetting why. Attachments, shop, mulch plate, buy that. And we need to install it. There we go. That bad boy is all set. We are not looking forward to that, although it might be kind of fun on one of these small residential properties. Either way, I'm sorry. This has gone on far too long. I didn't know it was going to be that difficult, so now we know. We can't hire another employee, and I'm almost certain it's level. But if you guys enjoyed the struggles and you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. You can subscribe to the channel to help support it, and you can support me as a content creator by becoming a channel member. Don't forget to use the hype feature and hype up myself as well as other content creators who you appreciate. There are 3 hypes per week, and it doesn't cost you anything, but it does help get us out there into a larger audience. So click that hype button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.